For more on the legacy of Steve Jobs and what he leaves behind, we go now to another innovator, Elon Musk. He is the founder of PayPal, of SpaceX, and Tesla Motors, and he joins us now from Hawthorne, California. Elon, thanks for making the time. I read that you recently said Steve Jobs was a modern-day Byronic hero on an epic scale. Put it into context for us, what Steve Jobs meant to you and meant to really the world.
He meant an incredible amount to. He must have affected directly the lives of over 1 billion people, and made the world a better place for them in so many different ways. When it comes to obviously consumer electronics, music, entertainment of all kinds, with Pixar, the world is certainly a slightly worse place for his passing.
Let me ask what you think about the future of Apple. I mean, I was just taking a look at the stock, chart over the last 10 years, and it's amazing that it just climbs up a cliff, almost goes vertical. Do you think that can possibly continue without Steve Jobs? I mean, you said, the world is a little darker for his passing. Is there anyone who can fill that void?
I don't think there's anyone who could quite fill that void. But of course, Steve has put together an incredible team, and there's such a concentration of talent at Apple that I expect it will continue to do great things for many years to come.
Someone recently said, I think a Merrill Lynch analyst back in August said Elon Musk is the next Steve Jobs. Do you emulate him? I mean, do you actively look at what Steve does and try and put the same kind of moves together for the companies that you found?
Well, I didn't know Steve Jobs well on a personal level. I'd only met him once at a party. But in terms of his incredible focus on product excellence, the way that he valued beauty and design, ease of use, and a willingness to do the unconventional, or what would appear contrarian things. I certainly think those good characteristics and worthy of anyone emulating. He's certainly one of my heroes.
Is that what you're trying to do at Tesla? I mean, you've come out with the Roadster, which has gotten great praise, but obviously seems, in a sense, because of maybe the price tag or the amount that you can produce, to be sort of a starter here. You're going to come out with your Macintosh, so to speak, the S model. Do you think of it that way at all? Well,
one could draw an analogy. I'm always hesitant with analogies. When they're compared to something as great as what Jobs has done. But if you could think of the Tesla Roadster as almost like our Apple One, in that it was groundbreaking and innovative and something that people didn't think the world could do, but it was done on a relatively small scale, and it's fairly expensive. And now we're going to the next level, which is much more affordable and much more mass market. It's still a little bit expensive. It's sort of mid-price, mid-volume, but a huge leap forward in technology in so many ways. Perhaps that is our Apple II. But again, I hesitate to draw such comparisons. But I would certainly be incredibly happy if it were remotely, if it turned out to be that way.
A lot has been made about Steve Jobs' talent for design aesthetics, and obviously that can be something maybe that you don't learn, that you're just born with. But a lot of people also have been saying he surrounds himself with the right people. I mean, when he wants to figure out a platform to make a digital movie, or when he wants to create a new phone, for example, he goes and finds the people that can do that. Do you try and do that as well at Tesla and SpaceX?
Absolutely, and I think any great company is made up of great people who are aligned around a central vision and giving it everything that they can. And that's true of Tesla, and I think SpaceX and also Solar City. And that's the only way you're going to come up with breakthrough products that change people's lives.
All right. Hey, Elon, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your time today. Elon Musk there, founder of PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla.